Welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix, episode 30. In this episode, we're going to build some Botania automation using charcoal. Let's get started. So, I believe the flower is called a Solignolia. So, how do we make one of those? Get out the Lexica Botania, and we'll go to the Lexica, the Solignolia. Rather handing tool, problem is, picks up unwanted items. That's what we want to prevent. So we need a redstone root, a red shimmer. Oh, good, it requires petals or mushrooms. I was worried it was going to require specific ones. Okay, so all we really need is this redstone root thing. And once we have that, we should be good to go. So let's see here. A redstone root probably isn't too hard to make. Looks like it's redstone and tall grass. Do we have any tall grass? Yes we do. Alright, so let's go make maybe a quarter stack of those, at least for now. Alright, there we go, some redstone roots. Happened to my thermometer. Okay. I may have to make two of these. I'm not sure what the range is on these flowers, but we'll figure that out in just a minute. Alright, so Solignolia's petite floating one. Okay, so we need 2 brown, a red, and a blue. Let's see here. Red, 2 brown, and a blue, and the redstone root. And then we need seeds, not netherwort, seeds to activate. So let's see, where are my other petals? Where's my blue petal? There it is. Alright, right click. I planted that, didn't I? Okay, right click the wrong place. Alright. I guess you can't right click in this thing. Okay. We'll just drop them in. There we go, a Solignolia. So let's go take a nap real quick, and then we will figure out where to plant this and see if we can find its area of effect. We might be able to do that with a Wand of the Forest. So let's go ahead and grab that real quick. And then we are outside, so... Does it require mana as well? I did not think it did. So let's see here. It does not require mana. Well, I don't know what the area of effect is, but I know that stuff is fine. Let's see if we can drop stuff over here and see what happens. Okay, that was a problem because let's see, which one are you? Okay, you are the simple golem. So let's just put you back down. Let's drop some apples instead. Apples won't cause me trouble. Alright. Well, it looks like it's working. I can't quite tell yet, but I think it's working. Well, let's know what the area of effect is. I'll have to read more about that and try to figure out how that works. But that appears to be working. And if that is the case, then that is a good start and should be a good finish to the tree and charcoal farm, at least for now. Now let's see here. That's going to hold 632 stacks, which is 2,048 charcoal. So it would be great if we could put these into charcoal blocks. So might have to figure out a way to do that. There's a mechanical crafter from extra utilities. Let's see here. There's a simple crafter. That probably requires power, though. I think the mechanical one does not, or it uses grid power, maybe. A dropper, a crafting table, and one of those things. Let's see how that works. All right, so I feel like we're gonna need another one of those flowers closer over here. Yeah, maybe I just need to move the tree farm like away from my base. At some point, I will take all of this equipment that's outside and put it somewhere else, and then maybe the tree farm can be moved somewhere else. Yeah, why don't you guys put away the tree farm stuff for me? Thank you. Alright, so I got my dropper. I think there's a crafting table in there too. There we go. And then let's get one of those resonating redstone crafter. Let's see here. Analog crafter, mechanical crafter. I don't know what the difference is. I'm thinking one's probably, you know. Alright, so how do you work? I don't remember. Let's take some charcoal and find out. So, if we had... Yeah, it just it works about once every second without any speed upgrades, but that is just fine. Okay, we could pump out the charcoal and put in the coal. So instead of having the golem empty it into that thing, we could have it empty it into this thing instead. So let's see here. Let's get my pickaxe, which I already have, and let's see if we can change this up just a little bit. Alright, so I'm going to take away this. Hey, you leave that be, buddy. And we're going to... Alright, we're going to take all of that. And let's just put down the mechanical crafter and give it its recipe. And let's see. Are you? Is it pulling from adjacent inventory? I mean, it must be. Well, I guess we don't even need the golem for this. It's almost sad. Yeah, it's just taking that stuff. Alright, well, tell you what, let's just take that off. What are you all doing over here? Get back to work. Well, you know what? We can use the other golem to work on the chicken pen area. Have them collect all these feathers and eggs, because that is, you know, really annoying to have them just sitting on the ground. So we'll just repurpose him. It's not a bad thing. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, we'll just replace that seed drawer with this 2x2. Do I have my key on me? Of course not. I only have things on me when I don't need them. Okay. Yeah, we're going to need another Solognolia, like, I don't know, here, maybe. I've got to figure out what its area of effect is, because, yeah, that's becoming a problem. Alright, so, step 1 is to put seeds in there. Step 2 is to put eggs in there. and then feathers, and then we're gonna lock this down. I forgot the corks let you, you know, eat food that's on the ground. Alright, so we've got a store seal and an empty seal, and only one of those is helpful right now. I need a collect seal. So let's go get one of those. Alright, now how do we get a collect seal? A collect seal is 10 desire. I don't know what that word is. I'm not sure it is a word. I think we used silver for this last time. Yeah, because silver, we've got an abundance of silver. Alright, so that's got a couple of that and a bunch of metallum, so let's go get us a blank seal. Should be some more over here. Alright, let's see. Don't need the empty, don't need the other store. Just need a blank seal, 2 of those, and a bunch of those. Alright, silver, blank seal, clean up my crafting. Okay, collect and store. Perfect. So, let's start by going over to the pen. The annoying thing is that you cannot place this, you cannot tell it to go down an area, you can only tell it to go up in its area of effect, which is annoying. So I'm going to break this again. Make a control seal of select. I'm going to get my Goemancer's bell. Alright, one more. There we go. We are collecting everything in this area. Now, I should be able to place this back down here and say I want to store stuff in here. We're not going to have any whitelist or priority or requirements, yada yada yada. Okay, all I should have to do now is place down my golem, and should there be things like this, alright, so let's lock the drawers back. Alright, so what would happen if, you know, that looks like it worked, didn't it? Alright, cool. We have repurposed him to clean up the fawn a little bit. There's an egg over there. What you doing, buddy? I would love to increase his area of effect, but I kind of can't without moving that thing again, which I don't want to do at the moment. Alright, so there we go. We'll get a bunch of charcoal blocks now, and the chicken pen is more taken care of. Got an entire stack. It only takes out what it needs too. That's pretty cool actually. So yeah. So we now have a bunch of charcoal with which we can use to start trying to automate Botania's mana production. Yeah, these are like, I think they're like on the edge. Alright, let's use the chest transporter. And must be inside. Let's use the chest transporter, get access to our seal, and then see what we can do about that. Let's see, I might just pick up the golem guy just real quick. Where you at, buddy? Thank you. Huh, I took away my control seal. That's fine. Alright, so now it's all the way to the fence. That's gotta be fine. Hey, chick, move. Move! Alright, so put my store seal back down. And put the golem buddy. Feather on the corner. Yep, he picked it up. Okay, there we go. So that takes care of that. So I'm going to go think about some ways to automate Botania. And, you know, once I do that, I will come back and we'll see what happens there. Alright, so I've got some ideas for how I'm going to do some Botania mana automation. So, first of all, I've taken down most of my setup. I've made some extra endo flames, and I made some redstone conduits. That's just some redstone alloy ingots with conduit binder, which you get by smelting up redstone and silicon, which I got from sag milling sand. So let's see here. The first thing I want to do is I want to go out a little bit away from this area. So I'm going to leave 1, 2, 3 spaces. I've got 9 endo flames. It's going to be 1, 2, 3 fields of that. There's going to be a hopper, and finally we're going to have the mana spreader. Then I'll put down the mana pool. Okay, we're in bind mode. Shift. Okay, there we go. So I've got that into bound to the pool. So now I'm going to take the endo flames and we're going to place them right in there. So they are all bound to that spreader. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put down a pressure plate. You know, so I go make one. So a wooden pressure plate will emit a redstone signal when there is an item on it. And that's going to be helpful in doing our automation. I've got a hopper and an open crate. So let's see here. Where is my dank null? There it is. So I'm going to put the open crate right here, and I'm going to put the hopper right there. We'll go ahead and get rid of this stuff now and let them, you know, hover in midair. And now we're going to use our redstone conduits, you know, somewhat like that, not quite like that. We're going to need to get the Yeta wrench to fix that. Actually, we can probably do it by hand. But never hurts to have a Yeta wrench with you when you're working with Ender IO conduits. Alright, so let's see here. We want to make the connection to the hopper and take away the connection to the endo flame. And then we're going to say this is just input and that is just output. So we're going to get a signal from the, you know, that thing, and we're going to put it up there. So what's going to happen is, if I would take off my ring of magnetization, we would see that as soon as an item is on here, the hopper will stop dropping things, which is good because that's what we want to have happen. So it will keep dropping blocks of charcoal until, you know, all of them are producing mana for this one mana pool. And we'll need to probably get more mana pools at some point. Now, the other thing I want to do is I want to stop dropping coal when this mana pool is full or at least close to it. So to do that, I've got a couple of comparators. So a comparator, when placed next to a mana pool, will output a redstone signal relative to how full that pool is. So the redstone signals can go from 1 to 15, so when it's full it'll be 15. And then we're going to put another one over here, and we're going to compare those two signals. And then we're going to output that with these redstone conduits. But I think I'm going to go ahead and put one thing of redstone right in there so I can read that a little bit easier. And again, this is going to be just an input, so it's going to go right down there. So we can see there's no redstone signal in there right now. There's nothing to compare to. And also, we need to compare it to this. So I need a redstone torch so we can get a base signal to do the comparison. So let's see here. Okay, so this is going to be a power of 14. So that's the second highest signal we can emit. So when this pool is, 14/15 full or, better, this will start emitting a signal. And when it does, the hopper will be told to stop dropping things into the open crate. So, normally these things would just keep running as long as they had fuel. But that's not what we want. We want them to run only until, the mana pool is full, and then we're going to have it stop running. So let's see here. Let's go ahead and get... Where's the rest of our blocks of charcoal? I bet there's some in here. Yep, and there's probably some in that Botania chest as well. Let's see here. Yep, there we go. So, got my ring off. That's what I want right now. I will go ahead and make a Solagnolia for this area. You can see when it drops the block of coal, it stops the hopper from dropping any more. We're going to get 9 of these going eventually, and once that happens, there'll simply be a block of coal that is left on there. So we're going to need a way to pick up that last block of coal, or, accept that it's going to despawn. I would like to clean that mess up and, take care of that. So that's what we're going to do. So we'll put a flower called a hopper hawk over there. Alright, so these are all running now. I'm going to take that extra mana tablet that I made and go ahead and dump it in there. So I find my wand of the forest. So yeah, it's tablets draining to the pool. So I will let it go ahead and take all of the mana out of there. And in the meantime, let's go look up how to build a hopper hawk flower. The hopper hawk is what will allow us to get things into a chest. Need a couple of both kinds of gray, a redstone root, and a rune of air. Do we have a rune of air? We do. Perfect. Alright. So, let's see here. Yep, that's good. So, we've got a power of 2 right now. So, that's how full this pool is. It's roughly, 2/15. I'm going to get an exact comparison, but close enough. And I had another mana tablet. I just made that extra one so I can empty the pool when I was breaking it. So, okay, this should be relatively automated right now. We need to make a Solagnolia for the block of coal and the hopper hawk to let those things, take care of stuff. So, let's see here. Hopper hawk was going to be a couple of both kinds of petals. Alright, so let's see. So next step is making the hopper hawk. We need a redstone root, rune of air, 2 gray, 2, the other kind of gray, and looks like I put my seeds away too. Excuse me, chicken, just need some seeds. No, they're not for you. Alright, let's see how that works. So, drop that. There we go, a hopper hawk. So the hopper hawk works by placing things into adjacent inventories. So did I bring any item conduits? I did, cool. And I should have brought a chest too, which I did not, but there should be a couple more in here. There we go. Okay, so the hopper hawk will pick up items nearby and place them into adjacent chests. So I'm going to put the chest right here and the hopper hawk right here, and we are going to disable this connection. And so you see that the hopper hawk will pick up the charcoal and, occasionally some eggs as well from the chicken farm. So at some point we'll probably move this setup, but it's fine. Picks up a random egg now and again. I don't remember what the range on this flower is. So we'll have to, you know, deal with that. You know, actually, let's not deal with that. Why don't we get a not called barrels. What are they called? Drawers. Let's get a drawer instead. That way, it can only have charcoal. There we go. And I'm hoping that means the Hopper Hawk won't pick up things that are not charcoal. There we go. Oh, stop doing that. Alright, so if there were an egg, you know, nearby. Yeah, that seems okay. Alright, so what we're going to do is put this on there. And then we're going to say you are going to insert, and you are going to extract always. And what should be happening is we go back into the hopper until it's ready. So yeah, these are all still running, so I think it's okay. We're at power level 4 right now. Yeah, we'll have to see how this ends up working. So let's go ahead and build that Solagnoia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there's my Solagnoia. Okay, let's go get a stack of seeds. Should be seeds in here. Yep, there we go. Alright, so going to plant my Solagnoia right here. Now I can put my magnet back on. Let's see here. Should be able to click with an empty hand. Hey! I'm looking at you right there! What are you doing? We'll put it right there instead. No, they're coming right to me. What is up with this flower? Why are you not being a flower? Holy, stop that. Alright. Okay. First of all, let's stop that obnoxious noise of the endless fighting for coal. That's weird. That should have worked. Alright, let's place this right here. Okay. Are you fighting with the Hopper Hawk? You're working now. Huh. Alright, I'm not sure what was up with that. Maybe it's a bug in Botania. Either way, let's get back to what we were doing, whenever it was we were doing it. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and cut the episode off here. When we come back next time, we'll finish up the Botania automation and move on to something else. Thanks for watching. See you next time.